Hello everybody, thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. If you saw my post on Instagram, you saw that I was making nature packs earlier this week. The weather has been perfect for it, so I'm about to go through and look at some of the papers and pick up the rusty bits that I added midweek. Let's see what we've got. Look at that. That's just a paper towel. So I've got the additional texture here of the circles and then all this grunge. And they glue down beautifully. There's some beautiful rust right there. Look at this. This is just a very delicate piece of wrapping paper like you get at Home Goods. There's, oh, look at that. I can't even wait to use them. Here's some of my rusty bits. An old faucet handle, an old I don't know what, a ring, another piece that I don't know what it is, a bracket of some sort, a large washer, just a bunch of really cool things, a little piece of just some metal that's I'm getting holes in it. I've been using it so much. This is a piece of a belt or a chain that I found at an old mill. And then I've got some bits and pieces of rose petals in here. Just an old piece of newspaper, nails, a skate key, a screwdriver head, a piece of wire fencing, more petals, which I'll just flick right off. I have a beautiful miniature fairy rose bush outside, and look at that. Look at that great detail. It's so nice and grungy. I've got some dirt in here. Just clean it off a little bit. I don't want to do too much. Another little piece. This is my last piece. This one spent the whole week at the bottom where everything settled. And it is a piece of tracing paper. So it was an entirely different surface to work with than some of the other ones. I've got a little 3-leaf clover. Got a lot of dirt on this one. You can see everything that's settled to the bottom. But the tracing paper is pretty durable. Get the grass off here. Oh, look at how great this is. I mean, it's just so grungy and dirty. I can't wait to make something with it. I don't even know which piece I'm going to start with because I like them all for different reasons. Get a little more of the dirt off here. Now I could soak this again, but I'm going to leave it and just, as I work with it, I'll just dust off the surface a little bit. Look at that though. And you can see there's a little bit of translucency. You can see my hand through it. So if I were to put it over the top of the newspaper would show through just a little bit, just a hint. So there we go, folks. I've got a bunch of stuff to take out to the compost heap now. Let's get creating. Hello, everybody. I'm back and I'm getting ready to do a journal page. And I'm just going to come in using my Tim Holtz honeycomb stencil. I'm just adding just a little bit up here. Just a tiny touch. Now I did the same thing on my grungy piece of newsprint and on a plain piece. And I wanted to let that dry. You guys don't need to sit and watch paint dry, that is for sure. So let's get a whole bunch of matte medium on here. Normally I would use a glue stick, but not this time. This is a little bit of a bigger project, and I want to make sure that this sticks down. I've got a little bit right on the top here. It's the one thing with nature packs is since they've sat out in the elements, they've got a lot of fight in them. And they don't just want to lay down and play nice. Now it's okay because you do get some great folds and creases, which is perfect for a journal page. But you can't really use a glue stick. As you can see, I'm already going back in to spots where I had stuff. But I'll get it all down here. I like to keep my videos short, but this one may be a little bit longer. There we go. I'm loving the grunge on this. There. Everything is pretty much down where I want it. Got my brayer. Just stick things down. Give it a quick finish there. Now I've got a couple pieces of bright red paper, and these I'll just use a glue stick on. Just a nice bright pop of color. I've got an inner circle and an outer ring. Stuck down. He's fighting me in the corner, but it's okay. Eventually, it will all stick down. Now I've got my Distress Oxide Spiced Marmalade, my Natalie Kalbach manhole cover stamp, how juicy that is. Just love it. Oh, so nice. Let's see, do I want to put one more? Maybe down along the bottom I do. But I want to protect the edge a little bit because I want it just on the newsprint. So I will put a little piece of tissue here. And there we go. Oh, some of it's still soaked through. Does not matter. Let's get the lid right back on this because I don't want it to dry up. Let's bring in my Tim Holtz Abandoned Coral and just give a little spritz of color. I think I want some down here too. There we go. Coming down to the bitter end here. I need it to dry just a little bit before I do the next thing. I don't want that spray ink to transfer too much. So I guess what I'll do is just run my brayer with a paper towel right over it, pick up some of that extra. And then I'm bringing in my Stencil Girl S691. And now what I want, I think, is a little bit of brilliant yellow green for an absolutely different bit of color. Get my sponge. And just come in. And it's just going to give me just a hint of green. Let me get it up here too. Just that little bit, just that pop of color. You know what, I think I might flip it over and add some more detail right there. That will be so faint you can just see it on that one circle. Let's put some right through here. I don't know about you, but it's been a strange week for me. So it's nice to get into the studio on a Friday evening and just have some fun. Time for my word bin. Let's see. Let me dig through this quickly and find something that just fits. Unexpected does. Oh, you know what? I think transform is what I want to go with today. Grab my scissors. Trim this right up. Oh, yes, I love that. I'm going to run. I'm going to take the edge and just run it just along the cut edges, just to give a little bit of contrast. It's not going to show up very much. If I wanted it to really pop, I would use black. I don't want it to pop that much. Oh, now where to put it? I think maybe right here. Whoops. Slow and steady. And there we go. I hope that you're going to work on your journal page this Friday evening. I've only got about 3 pages left. Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.